Join my daughter, my Belgian Malinois Loki, and I as we explore the incredible coral pink sand dunes in southern Utah as part of a 3-day adventure. But first, a quick recap of our first day. Both of us wanted a much-needed adventure for our own reasons, and we headed north to the Phoenix area to go exploring. I found us a great little off-grid cabin, and we explored the north rim of the Grand Canyon on the first day. It was amazing. On day 2, we chose to explore the coral pink sand dunes, and we were not disappointed. We got up early and headed to Kanab to get a quick breakfast. I love that little town and hope to feature it in an upcoming video. Then we were off. The Coral Pink Sand Dunes is a 3,700 plus acre state park in southern Utah and sits at 6,000 feet of elevation. The park gets its name from its distinctive pink color of its sand. The color comes from a high concentration of iron oxide, which gives the sand its reddish pink tint. There are all sorts of activities you can do at the park, including off-roading with ATVs, camping, and hiking. And yes, dogs are allowed. That was a huge bonus for me. When we got to the first viewing area, I took in the sight and I was amazed by the landscape. I was dying to go in and explore further. As we entered the dunes, we noticed we were in a well-traveled area. But like it usually is, we could see, not too far off, and with just a little effort, we can go where very few seem willing to travel.
Loki, where's that now?
As we headed deeper in the park, the amount of footsteps we saw grew less and less, and before we knew it, it was only hours being left behind. While the amazing panoramic views brought a calmness to my daughter and I, the openness seemed to have an opposite effect on Loki. He seemed to be almost vibrating with happiness. I think that energy eventually rubbed off on my daughter. Visually, this was one of my favorite clips I've taken. Keep in mind as you're watching this, nothing has been altered or enhanced. And as amazing as this looks on a screen, it still can't capture the beauty in person. daughter was running the camera here. Somehow, a 30-second shot ended up being 1 second long. So I tried to slow it down, and this is what it looked like. Sometimes when you're trying to record an amazing moment, you kind of miss the moment yourself. You're not fully present. But sometimes you record something and don't realize how special it is until you watch it later. In this moment, my daughter, affected by my dog's energy, launched herself up a hill, clenching wildflowers in her hand. Loki now was the one being affected by her energy, and he followed in delight. I've watched this moment many times, and every time it makes my heart happy. We headed out and spent a few hours exploring southern Utah without any particular game plan. As the sun was setting, we headed back to our cabin and warmed ourselves by the wood-burning stove one more time before we headed home the next morning. Thank you for letting me share this experience with you. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next adventure.